GM, GM. Trade of the day. So, want to look at the market here for Bitcoin and dominance, just steadily rising. Talked about this yesterday, I think it was. How Bitcoin dominance was just starting to turn around, right as people got themselves fully invested into alts again. Now Bitcoin went for a breakout. ETH BTC is okay, still just doing its kind of sideways chop. Total 3 is moving up roughly the same pace as Bitcoin. And so overall, I think Bitcoin's in a good position to continue. What I wouldn't have wanted to see this morning would be to wake up and see, total over here up 3%, total 3 up like 4 or 5, right? So the total market cap is outpacing total 2 and total 3. That means predominantly it's Bitcoin that's leading this. Bitcoin is up more than ETH or as much, more than Sol. And then as you scroll down through alts, just in general, AI ones are doing pretty well. I'll dig into those in a second. What I expect to come next. And of course, there's plenty of coins that are up, 10, 15, 20%. But I don't think we're seeing like massive FOMO into the altcoins just yet, which is good. I do think this is a Bitcoin move, and I would guess that'll continue. The Bitcoin spot premium has disappeared pretty much. There's Coinbase 71,698, but the futures are now over 700. So that premium has disappeared, but that's to be expected with the move we've had. It's not surprising when you see that kind of move. Now, AI. I'm interested to see what happens with AI. I do think that this is a potential final push, right? If all the AI coins start making new highs, Render, BitTensor, WorldCoin probably has topped. Akash is stronger than the rest, but it hasn't had as big a blow off top. That's why Ocean and especially Fetch. If I see Fetch and Render making new highs here, I'll be watching out because that's a place I'll be watching for a potential false breakout. Render actually did, so it's actually already happened on Render here. So Render did touch off those highs and pull back, just about, yeah. So the reason I'm looking at this is I don't think Render has topped right here, right? But topping versus whether the trend will continue are two different things. I wouldn't be surprised if Render went into sort of a distribution type of top, where it chops around up here for a while and then eventually goes lower. Right? Whether it's that, it's not drawn to scale, it's not drawn to the time frame. I'm looking at it with regards to the OpenAI conference, and the fact that I think AI itself is probably close to a local top. But like I said, I don't know if it was Weekly Outlook or it was Weekly Outlook yesterday. So check out Weekly Outlook. I am super bullish, could not be more bullish, hyper bullish. But I'm aware that, a lot of the signs are there that would typically come near a local top. And at the same time, you have to look at that and say, the past doesn't predict the future, right? If there's things you've seen in the past that would normally lean towards a top, you can take caution, and I do. I'm not adding like crazy leverage longs here. But AI is an insane bubble, and would I be surprised if Render just continued to go higher? Wouldn't be surprised at all. Right? So you have to be careful with that, and you have to be very disciplined. And the easiest way I found it is just do nothing. I'm holding spot, holding Bitcoin, holding ETH, holding Solana, holding Akash, holding a bit of honey, and I'm just doing nothing. Just don't do anything. That's it. Just wait and see. Right? If you're too zoomed in, you're like, this looks like a top or blow off top, it's gone too high, it's got to pull back. Trade those things, right? Trade them. Take a swing trade, take a day trade, define your risk. But don't allow it to change your opinion on the market. I think a local top is close for AI, but I'm not going to change my positioning because of that, because I don't think it's the cycle top. So actually, this is probably one of the worst times to trade right now, just right now, this next few days, because I think it's mostly Bitcoin. It's going to be like the Bitcoin show. And it's not guaranteed to just go up, even though I do think Bitcoin continues to grind up. It's not guaranteed to. And if it does pull back, alts are going to really get smashed. A lot of them. A lot of them are going to have deep pullbacks, right? So to me, it's really not a place to add trades. Here is where, if you're right, it marks up. We go to new levels. Bitcoin goes to 75, whatever. All altcoins go up 10 or 20%. And your spot bags grow even more. And then you can set up trades for after. But this is just not a trading environment for me. The best time to trade alts is after Bitcoin decides where it's going. Bitcoin hasn't. It's in the middle, right? Bitcoin is currently deciding where to go. Is it going to continue? Is it going to fucking nuke back and wreck everyone? We don't know. But you want to wait for Bitcoin to finish whatever little run it's been on and then look at alts. Yeah, like when Bitcoin moved up and went sideways for a few days, that's when alts started to run. Even over here when it went sideways for a few days, alts started to run. So as it's now impulsing and breaking out, I'd expect people to chase Bitcoin. I'd expect the market to focus on Bitcoin, and I'd expect alts to probably lag because of that. So we'll see. We'll see. And I look at things like Sol. Great coin to hold. Terrible to trade this. Because I have a feeling that Sol's going to just be like, it's going to make its way higher, but grinding and chopping and messy. I don't necessarily think it's going to be just a fucking straight up bull flag up to all-time high. So mostly, and part of this is because now, Bitcoin above 70, everyone's going to be coming back to the market. You're going to feel like you've got a lot of top signals. You're going to have your friends talking to you about crypto again. You're going to have family members. Understand that is not going to affect your bags from going 20, 30, 40, 50% higher. It is going to affect lower time frame volatility if those people try to come in and chase on leverage, which is again why I just think trading it here doesn't interest me. Trading for the next few days doesn't really interest me. I think I just want to see where Bitcoin's going, and I'm holding spot, watching it go up, and just enjoying the show. I would suggest you do the same. That's it, GM. See you later on live stream. I'll do an AMA. 5 p.m. UTC is the time. Don't miss it. Ask me any questions you want. We'll talk about the market. GM, GM, GM.